States and Panama. United States is coming out of with a whole new starting 11 from the two previous matches. And there's nothing really to say, man. It's 0-0. I'm really unimpressed. I have a couple of questions, a couple of ideas that have been confirmed by some of the players in this match. And like I said, man, not impressed at all. Nothing to really talk about. As far as goal wise, like I said, it's 0-0. United States is coming out in a 4-3-3, matching up against Panama, who's coming out in a 4-4-2. Of course, in this 4-3-3, they got your boy Will Trapp playing in the 6. Speaking of Will Trapp, not a big fan of Will Trapp. I really don't get Will Trapp. I don't get what's the hype about him. I don't get what he does. What does he really do? He almost reminds me of a poor man's Jorginho. Like how Sarri has to have Jorginho, I guess Berhalter has to have Trapp. Because within the 4-3-3, the United States are pushing their wingbacks, Reggie Cannon and Daniel Lovitz, up high. They're playing with the high line. For the first half of the first half, the United States had 9 men on the offensive side of the pitch. That's how deep Panama was playing back defensive, like I said, in a super, super compact 4-4-2. And when United States is playing with that high line, has the fullbacks pushed high, Panama's defensive position is forcing the United States to pass the ball wide. To the point where even Matt Miazga is bringing the ball to the other side of the field. And I noticed that when the fullbacks push high, Will Trapp in the 6th position is supposed to, I guess he's being told by Berhalter to drop back and split the two center backs. For what reason, I don't know. It's not for a defensive reason because Farajo, the Panamanian striker, he is getting in behind on Omar Gonzalez. He is working that guy to death to the point where he's actually, when Miazga brings the ball himself across onto the offensive side of the pitch, Fajardo is waiting for Panama to create a turnover. He's splitting those two center backs. He's literally running off. He's running in between Miazga, from Miazga's side to Omar Gonzalez's side, splitting the two center backs and getting in behind Omar Gonzalez because he has no speed. Omar Gonzalez is one of my questions. Will Trapp was my first question. What does he do and why does he play? Omar Gonzalez, why are we playing with the high line and trying to play the ball out of the back with Omar Gonzalez? Something he can't do. He is not fast. He does not have any speed. And he's made poor passing decisions this entire first half. When he picks the ball up, he's only looking at one person, that's Lovitz. If Lovitz isn't there, he's just going to kick it long. It's going to end up back in the position of Panama, and they're just going to it's like wash, rinse, repeat with this whole process. And like I said, I don't understand why Omar Gonzalez is. I guess he heads the ball away. I guess that's his big deal. I guess because him and Berhalter were friends at LA Galaxy. I guess that's why Omar Gonzalez stops. My third question: why is Georgi Mihailovic on this team? I know that we lost. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. The midfielder from Derby County that got injured and couldn't make the Gold Cup roster. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. But Georgi Mihailovic is his replacement. The guy looks absolutely lost. The international football is not something that he is prepared for. This is not his game. The game is too fast for him. The game is too fluid for him. He takes too much time on the ball, and he seems to be really confused about his positioning where he should be. A lot of bad decisions, a lot of wayward passes. He's been taking all the corners and free kicks, and they have led to nothing. I haven't seen any. One free kick, he shot it directly into the wall. And I'm like, you're too far out to take a shot. Why would you attempt a shot and then shoot the ball directly into the Panamanian wall versus playing a ball into the box to either Morris or Josie Altidore? Not impressed with Jordan Morris either. The only thing I'm seeing from Jordan Morris is speed. And his speed is only paying off because his speed and Josie Altidore's prowess for scoring goals is pulling the Panamanian defenders away from the right hand side of the pitch, and that's allowing Reggie Cannon to overlap. That's it, pretty much it as far as offensive creation from the United States. I'm not really seeing anything really else, man. That's impressed me. Like I said, United States in a 4-3-3. If I'm forgetting players' names, that's because they have not impressed me. Christian Roldan, he had one nice little link-up play with Jordan Morris at the beginning of the first half. Daniel Lovitz, it seems to be confused on the ball. He doesn't know what to do, and you don't know whether to blame it on the player's technical ability themselves or blame it on the strategy that's been implemented by Greg Berhalter. Like I said, the most impressive player has been Matt Bielsa. Everyone else has just been a thumbs down to the point when you look at the balls aren't coming through the midfield. Panama sitting back in a 4-4-2, really narrow, compact, forcing the balls to go wide. And when they do play in between the lines, Roldan, wayward pass, Mihailovic wayward pass, to the point where it has forced Josie Altidore to come back into the midfield and pick up the ball. Maybe I'm not even gonna say maybe. I don't expect to see anything different in the second half. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Panama is going to score. I think they're going to find some space in behind Omar Gonzalez, and I can easily see Panama winning this game 1-0 or this game ending in a goalless draw, just sorry guys, it's not a lot of highlights to talk about. Like I said, it's just a bunch of unimpressive play from guys that seem to be confused. Number one, that seem to be in over their head and lack the technical ability to break down a compact defense. That's the thing you see. And I'm guessing that's what Will Trapp is supposed to provide. He's supposed to be able to switch the ball from side to side. But if you're switching it from side to side and your left back that's supposed to be overlapping and Daniel Lovitz is just playing crosses out of bounds over the goal all the way to the opposite side of the corner flag and is leading to nothing. I really don't see how they can change this. Maybe making a couple of subs, maybe putting on a Pulisic, maybe putting on somebody who can actually break down the compact defense, somebody that can actually pick the ball up and carry it through midfield, because Mihailovic can't do it. Christian Roldan can't do it. And you can't take one of your prolific goal scorers in Josie Altidore and force him from where he's supposed to be, which is putting pressure on the goalkeeper and getting inside the box to create chances. You can't keep asking that guy to drop into the midfield and pick up the ball. I'm going to check out the second half. Hopefully something will change. Maybe we'll see something new. Get back to you guys later. What's good, football in universe? What's good, USMNT universe? It's your boy Dro the Gooner here with a second half review. And what the hell did I just watch? I just watched a match that aesthetically looked like a bunch of ants crawling on a Tootsie Pop, and tactically looked as though your cousin that can't cook called your grandma and she's trying to explain to them how to make a pie, and she still burned the pie. That's how horrible this match was. This match was so bad that I found myself getting a headache concentrating on John Strong's commentary. I don't think I can watch another men's national team match on Fox. I find John Strong to be the most annoying, irritating commentator in all of sports history. It's almost like his commentary is so awful it brings Stuart Holden down a notch. And Stuart Holden is pretty okay when he does Champions League's reviews for BR Live and TNT. Totally different commentator. And the only thing I can attribute that to is that he doesn't have to work with John Strong. But the game finished, back to the game. The game finished 1-0 with a bicycle kick from Josie Altidore. I sound pretty bland and boring about a bicycle kick because that's how this match went. It was bland, boring. It was a corner from Mihailovic that was headed on that was headed by Matt Miazga that ended up going to a Panama defender that literally headed it towards Josie Altidore, and I credit Josie Altidore with having the athletic ability to complete the bicycle kick and score the goal. Mihailovic stayed. I think he played the full entire 90. Pulisic came in the 65th minute for Lewis. I don't know why. Lewis was actually making some pretty decent runs, creating some space. And then 70th minute, Boyd comes in for Morris. I don't know why he's putting in attackers for attackers. You're up 1-0. There's no reason for attackers to come in. And Zardes comes in for Josie Altidore. For what reason, I don't know. That goes back to my original point. Why did Georgi Mihailovic stay on the pitch? I don't get Georgi Mihailovic. I don't see what he does. What does he do? He does not provide any creativity. He took all the set pieces. He's not even that good. Is he supposed to be a set piece specialist? Are we looking at the next Juninho? Is this guy supposed to be the next David Beckham? Completely and totally far from it. I'm not trying to be overcritical or just saying bad things about U.S. soccer, but I feel like I've literally seen better match. I've seen a better 0-0 match between Wellington Phoenix and Perth Glory of the Hyundai A-League. That was a better match than this one. Like I said, aesthetically, it was an absolute eyesore. Tactically, it literally looked like 10 guys that have never played the game before and you want to introduce tactics to you. It reminds me of playing FIFA, and then you put all the instructions in, and you're in the press, you create a turnover, and you're looking for a pass, and your midfielder's 30 yards back because you told him to stay back defensively. I don't get Greg Berhalter. I don't get his tactics. I don't get Will Trapp. I don't see what Will Trapp does. Maybe if you win in the match 8-0, you put Will Trapp in to make awesome passes back to the center backs. Speaking of center backs, that was probably the best player on the pitch tonight was Matt Miazga. The guy can pretty much do anything. He defends well. He cuts off passing lanes. He understands his angles. He understands the angles of the opposing forwards and the attacking runs that they try to make. He's excellent on the ball. Like I said, in the first half, he has the ball. He even brings it onto the attacking side of the pitch. He makes excellent passes. He makes excellent decisions, unlike Omar Gonzalez, who is completely and totally uncomfortable on the ball, and I have no idea why we're playing a high line and having Omar Gonzalez on the ball, because the only pass he could make was to Lovitz. And then when he would pass the ball to Lovitz, instead of Lovitz making a run, the only pass he knew how to make was to pass the ball down the flank to Lewis. I don't get the tactics. It's the tactics on top of the lack of personnel to be able to implement the tactics that are given to them. We didn't have anybody that can break anyone down. Once Panama went to their 4-4-2 and narrow and compact, I'll be completely totally honest with you. If Panama was a better counter-attacking team, we should have probably lost this game 2-0 or maybe 3-0. I don't know what the game plan is going forward. The next match is against Curacao. Pretty sure the United States will win, and all the national team fanboys are going to sing their praises, like John Strong and Alexi Lalas are going to be shouting from the rooftops. This team was not better than Mexico. I don't think this team is better than Costa Rica. I'll be completely told. I don't think this team is better than Jamaica. I don't think this U.S. men's national team could beat Haiti. I think Haiti would have gave the United States a run for the money, and it's a two-part scenario. It's the tactical implementations that are set out by Greg Berhalter, and it's also the lack of personnel to properly play out the tactics that are given, and it's the competition they're playing against. Look what Venezuela did against the United States. Venezuela, who aren't playing that well in the Copa America. I heard shouts of, this team should be playing in Copa America. Name one team in Copa America that this USMT team would beat. I'm not even talking about the big dogs. I'm talking about. Do you think this men's national team could beat Qatar? I don't think so. You think this men's national team could beat Japan? I don't think so. Bolivia, maybe. Venezuela, obviously not. Peru, nah. Ecuador, nah, not at all. Like I said, I hate to keep repeating things. I'm just completely and totally unimpressed by this match. I have a headache from watching this match. I almost fell asleep 4 times watching this match. Like I said, an absolute eyesore of a match. And what was frustrating with another thing that I found frustrating is that Greg Berhalter's substitution. You substituted the forwards, but to me the issue was midfield. You didn't have anybody in your midfield that could carry the ball. That was forcing your outside backs and your center backs to play the ball wide. Even if, and I don't want to hear that Panama was playing compact in the 4-4-2 because Josie Altidore in the first half was coming all the way down in the midfield, passing up Mihailovic, coming to the spot that Will Trapp was in, receiving the ball and taking the ball back up the pitch because he had to, because he was not getting service from his midfield. I don't get what Christian Roldan provides. I damn sure don't get what Georgi Mihailovic provides and why he's on this national team. And we didn't have any other option other than to bring this guy. And Josh Sargent wouldn't have solved this scenario. I really, really, really don't get it. I don't get what the game plan was, what's going on for the future. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. If this is the best we have to offer, good gracious. Could you imagine this team going down to the Azteca, trying to get a point against Mexico? Wouldn't happen. Going to Costa Rica, trying to get a point against Costa Rica. I'm talking about CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. That's what I'm talking about here. Could this team do it? I don't think so. I guess I get the tactical idea, but I feel as though that Greg Berhalter, especially when Will Trapp is in the game, is that it's so tactically rigid that it disallows for any type of creative attacking play. No, there is no chance creation. No one is taking it upon themselves to create a chance. No one is taking it upon themselves to make a run, pick the ball up and make a run. It's almost like a robot. Like I said, it's like following a recipe. Like, goalkeeper has the ball. Goalkeeper passed the ball to Matt Miazga. Matt Miazga passed the ball to attempting overlapping fullback. Attempting overlapping fullback can't overlap. He passes the ball back to Matt Miazga. Matt Miazga passes the ball to Will Trapp, who's splitting the center backs, and he drops down. That's because that's what I'm supposed to do. And we just keep switching that cycle all over and over again. And I've seen better implementation of that tactic with other teams where you see, well, okay, I always say this. If you ever want to implement something, if you ever want to copy something, if you ever want to strive for something, strive for the best. Watch the best, strive for the best. If you want to see a 4-4-3 work brilliantly, watch Liverpool. Watch Liverpool in possession with their overlapping fullbacks. They have a Mo Salah. They have a Firmino. They have a Sadio Mane. Somebody that's willing to take the ball. Somebody that's willing to have the ball, take somebody on, and make something happen. That's exactly what we're lacking. We didn't have it today, and I guess that's supposed to be the role of Christian Pulisic in our team. But is CONCACAF a proper judgment of that? Is playing against Trinidad and Tobago a proper judgment of that? Is playing against Guyana a proper judgment of that? I guess we'll find out if we make it to the finals and go against Mexico. And I'm telling you guys right now, Mexico is going to smash us. Tata Martino is a tactical genius, and that guy's going to – I'm pretty sure him and his staff are already watching game film right now, figuring us out, already know how to break us down 3 times over. like I said, guys, man of the match, Matt Miazga. Jose Altador played well. Game finished 1-0, and it was an absolute bore of a match. Forgive me, guys. I promise to bring you more match analysis in the coming days and weeks. Hopefully, something more exciting than this. And I'm really trying to get up for this, but I can't, man. Like I'm fighting my own sleep right now. But again, man, appreciate you guys listening. Looking forward to doing more match reviews, you guys. Follow me on Twitter at Dro _THA_ the Gooner on Twitter. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and looking forward to bring you guys more match analysis.